Oh, right. First stream of the week. Jeez, harsh, Safa. 1 minute late and you're hassling me. Not a StreamYard thing, it's a me thing that I'm late, just by the by. And as I said, I used to always blame it on StreamYard when there was a technical problem, but I think the technical problem is actually with my laptop. Who's debating who? About what? I was on Sky News. Don't know that I waste any time with it, but Dutton and Albanese on Sky News, is it? There you go. Well, see if there are any sort of gotcha moments. Anytime you watch Sky News, it's a 3-year cycle. Okay. I'm not actually going to, well, I'm not planning to shoot any cocktail videos tonight, but I'm going to shoot video of setting something up and making it. So I'm just going to do that as a warm-up. Got to get everything ready. He's out of the way. Maybe one thing later. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I want to set the thingy up. Yeah, so I don't really put a lot of faith in debates, but I don't know. If anyone scored any points, it'll be rehashed endlessly in the media tomorrow. I guess I can wait, as I'm not all that into it. All right. Camera tripod over there. Light tripod over here. All right. Put that down. Okay. These two things here. And this. I'm making a non-alcoholic concoction for those playing at home. Okay, let's get this started. Or should that just start? Okay, let's do this. Orange juice. Now, about 100 ml of this lemon stuff. Hundred mils. I make a shit. Just making a fucking mess there. And stuff. Give it a little bit of a stir, and it just looks like dirty puddle water, honestly. Tastes like coffee. All right. That's done for now. I'll leave that for half an hour. We'll chat for half an hour, then I'll start draining it. I'll just put some lids on things because I am somewhat prone to knocking things over. All right, let's just get this stuff out of the way so I don't have an accident. Okay. I am making something. This is for dry July, actually. I'm just making sure I've got it ready ahead of time because my videos are uploaded to the 20-something of June at this point. So when I have something for dry July, it's going to be a non-alcoholic clarified beverage. And I've done a few test runs of it. And I tell you, it's good. And I don't even like coffee. It's got a coffee base, but because of the clarification process changing all the flavors, it's good. All right, gonna have a piece of orange peel. All right. Wait, what do I be doing? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Put a bit of orange peel in there. So yeah, so I'm doing I'm being nice to the people who want to not drink alcohol, making a nice treat. So jab. First go. I always think that's a good sign. If I get a cherry the first time I try and do it. Yeah, so the concoction is a canned coffee drink, orange juice, some pineapple mango juice, and this lemon cordial that I got from the supermarket. Makes for a very strongly flavored drink. And then you milk clarified, and I've done a mix of coconut milk and dairy milk for more flavor because we want all the flavors and the mouthfeel. And then we had the flavorful drink at the end. No, not doing date night on Saturday. And normally would be, but then the following week we're going away for the weekend, and we'll be spending a lot of money on that. So we're not doing the date nights either side of that weekend away. So be doing Friday and Saturday night this week, all things being equal. Things could change. And then I'll be away Friday to Monday, the Easter weekend. And then it won't be date night the week after that either. Lunch. Okay, so like I didn't go downstairs at lunchtime. Just after lunch, I went downstairs, and the foyer of the office building, that this thing is trying to go like, yeah, you should come into the office because great things happen. They had this event, food and beverage celebration, and there was like free fucking samples of whiskey and gin and liqueur, which I had. There's also wine and cider, which I didn't have. And I think there was some, I think someone had stuff like Christmas pud by the looks of it. Just, I might have been wrong about that because I didn't look, but it would be in a weird time of year to have that sort of pud. But not every day you go downstairs from your work and they're giving out free samples. Yeah, they give you really little things. Like it's probably, I feel like I could kind of feel, but so all the samples combined probably wasn't even one shot. But it was nice. Again, Chief Sun whiskey. I have a bottle of Chief Sun in there. And a gin brand I've never heard of. There are just like hundreds of gin producers. And white possum liqueur. I have white possum liqueur. In fact, white possum is the people I got these barrels from. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a warm spell this weekend. Not for my weekend away, but, you know, c'est la vie. I mean, what is BOM saying? 22, 27, 23, 29, 31. Okay. If Sunday actually hits 31, I'll be, well, I'm a monkey's uncle. Because I was sure we wouldn't hit 30 again this season. Like we wouldn't see 30 until springtime. So if it really reaches 30, 31, I will be genuinely surprised. Hey, Celtic, how are you doing? Had pizza. It was like supermarket pizza. And it didn't have that many toppings on it. So another thing I got from the supermarket was this pulled. I don't even remember if it's beef or pork, but like that American style barbecue pulled meat with a barbecue sauce. And I put some of that on top of the pizza. And I saved the rest. Probably going to make something, I don't know, either burritos or a pasta bake with the rest of that pulled meat. Wasn't a Dr. Oetker. It was an unfrozen, just supermarket pizza. So it was half price. Because you know me, I can't resist getting stuff that's half price. Pasta bolognese, nice. Yeah, Celtic. Yeah, I was going to say, 5 minutes of the debate's enough. Yeah, yeah, that's Sky News. Yeah. Thanks, Celtic. I'm glad you like the it's one of the sort of a peach color. It's somewhat different to a lot of the shirts. You know, stylized drinky things, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know the debate was on. I have no real interest in the debate. Like I said, if anything interesting comes out, it'll be just all over the media tomorrow. I mean, I'm just hoping Albanese absolutely fucking hammers Dutton. like obviously the way Dutton has backed away from every policy statement, nuclear, deporting dual citizens, and working from home. Labor should just be going hard. You can't believe anything he says. Celtic or swapping dinners. Rice, eggs, and sausages. Nice. Home for the elderly. Pasta, cream and parm sauce, mushroom, spinach. Ooh, cut up chicken snags. That sounds friggin' tasty. Getting an Uber Eats dessert. I also got supermarket dessert. White chocolate Biscoff ice cream. Really decadent. Fucking yummy. Not seeing Albanese go hard. Dutton going hard. Disseminating in reverse. Who the fuck knows what they're doing? But no one watches Sky News. It's not going to change anyone's vote. Should be a law that says politicians can't. Well, okay. Counterpoint to that, Celtic, is you have to be able to change your mind if you get new information. And I also agree that Biscoff anything's kind of awesome. So, I'd love to know what unique superpowers Dutton has no other world leaders be able to negotiate with Trump. But it's the thing. It's classic opposition, politicking. Say anything because you're not being held to anything. Yeah, get into government, you just change it. What do you mean without 12 hours of NBN at home? Do you mean if I didn't have NBN for 12 hours, would I go crazy? Short answer is no. Dutton seems to kind of go pay someone like Mr. Sim to kick in the balls while he wears a nappy. Nice. I'm sure he'd get off on that. So your parents haven't had NBN since this morning. Still at 10:30. Yeah, well, unplanned outages be like that. They be out. Hello, Madam Butterfly. How are you this evening or this morning for you? And that is a really fine beverage. That's actually an alcoholic clarified drink. There you go. Got your TV for the first time this year. Hey, Pat, how are you going? You wouldn't care, but the people using your Plex would. I mean, yeah, call me crazy. I could do, even if it was for a day or 2 days or whatever. I'd be fucking annoyed because I'd have to go into the office. So I wouldn't like that. If it happened on a working from home day, I'd be really fucking pissed off that I had to go to the office. But assuming it wasn't that, I could watch discs. I've got movies and TV shows on disc. I could play games. I could read. I have things to read. I could shoot and edit videos. There's a lot of stuff I could do. Yeah, rarely watch TV. I just watch the streaming things. We're getting some pretty low overnight lows, getting down to single figures, which is really noticeable. You reckon a week? I would be very upset to not have the connectivity for a week. I just see Pat. I saw Discord. Pat's put a review of the Minecraft movie. Are we going to have any guesses as to what Pat rates the Minecraft movie out of 10? Good place to get them. Really cheap DVDs. Having your own media is a good thing. Most mornings it's like 11 or 12 Celsius this week, last week. Yeah, well, Dutton was definitely trying it on like, oh, Trump's a populist. I'm going to be like that. And it's just blowing up. You like the single fingers? Okay. Safa guesses 8 out of 10. Home Theory guesses 4 out of 10. Pat says no. Pat rates the Minecraft movie 10 out of 10. Oh, yeah, CDs as well for op shops. Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of my cocktail friends go to op shops for glassware, and you can get really unusual glassware at op shops. I've got enough glassware, so I make a point of not looking because I don't want to see stuff that I want. I got more glassware than I need, so I don't need any more. But you know, that's the way it goes. And of course, books from op shops, sometimes some good ones. You never know. You never know what they have in the op shops. Yeah, you got op shop glassware. It is a good place to get it. It's just that I've got more glassware than I use. I've got my main glassware, and then there's backup glassware in the Forbidden Cupboard of Mystery, which I occasionally use. I can just, say, oh, I want to use some of the glassware I haven't used. So, yes. Oh, is the debate over already? I mean, it would be absolutely pathetic of Albanese if Dutton got a knockout blow on him. There's no way that should be possible. Whereas, like I said, if I was Albanese, I would just go in so fucking hard with the head kicking and just saying, this guy, you cannot believe anything he says. Your op shop keeps throwing stuff out? Yeah. There's always stuff at the op shop. Und so. It was a 10-minute debate? Okay. Oh, you're saying it will be over in 10 minutes. Okay. I haven't seen Musical Aviator for a little while. Maybe he's very busy. He always was. I mean, so 1 hour. What? So it started at 7:30, did it? No, I won't watch episode 2 of Mobland until the weekend. That'd be my Saturday morning recovery from Friday night party night. God, I friggin' binged the Kevin Bacon series, The Bondsman. It wasn't bad. Wasn't great. Wasn't bad. Whereas Mobland, I think, is shaping up to be really good. Just the one episode a week, whereas they released the whole series of The Bondsman. So I watched the whole series of The Bondsman. I just have the one, Safa. I have half of it on Saturday and half of it on Sunday. Pat, I'm doing good. Glad you're good too, buddy. And hello, Hannah. How are you this evening? Right, past. All right, I might actually start the filtering process. Well, he got upset that said religion was stupid. I'm sorry, but I got to be honest. Religion's stupid. Heard a few people saying great way to piss off Americans, withholding episodes of Bluey. Ooh, that's cultural warfare there. Damn. All right, I'm going to start filtering my non-alcoholic. Oh, yes. Oh, it's thoroughly separated. All right, I got to set this up. All right, I want these two little bottles. Put that there. Two little boys, each and holding on. Did you see? Can we hear? All right, let's get the little GoPro happening. And there's room on the house for two. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try my luck. It's doing this by hand. I tell you what, I'm pretty fucking impressed I didn't spill anything then. Turn that off again, Jim Gaffigan, off again. Okay, gotta let that run for a little bit. Then I gotta do another thing. Home for the Elderly, adding new big movies in 2024. Sing Sing, Last Showgirl. Oh my gosh. Yes, I saw you adding stuff, and man, there's a surge of things you've put up that's like, I don't have enough time to watch everything. It's the correct time zone you're in. That's why you never leave it. I like the Magic Elf time, extra sunlight in summer. I like it. Yeah, it would make your workday easier when the whole East Coast is on the same time. That's my pajama pants. It's like flannelette pajama pants. I'm in lazy mode. Took off shoes and socks and pants and put on slippers and pajama pants. When we come back to the right time zone, you get extra hour to get your job done. Yeah. The time zones are very wacky. You were driving today, a ute had Dubbo on it. Okay. What Dubbo? It was from a Dubbo car yard, or was it a Dubbo business? There was something about Dubbo in the news recently. I can't remember what. How's that going? Okay, that's actually probably enough. All right. Got to do the little swapper and just another little bit of video here for this to filter. Oh. Where's the other bottle? Here. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So that's like all the behind the scenes video of making this. Now it's just a question of how much of this is going to go through the filter tonight. It probably won't be finished, so I probably won't shoot the talky bit of that until Thursday night. Okay. Don't need extra sunlight in the summer. Up at 4 a.m, down at 7, no need for light. Not a farmer. I like being able to go out in summer and it's still light at 8:30 or even 9 o'clock. And they're doing one on the ABC as well. I mean, sure, why not? It's just a friggin' dog and pony show. You're a night owl? You like night better? I think you and Hannah have different definitions of night hours. You want it dark at 4 so you can have your night times. You need to move to England, maybe. There's no usually. It's just a relatively recent thing, which is sort of sad copying of the American electoral cycle. Ooh, might have another batch cocktail. Too wet in England? Yeah, it does get that way a bit. Water come through the roof as it is, don't need dead more rain. Well, I think you tend to get less severe rain in England, maybe more overall, but it's certainly less prone to storms, I think. I'd be willing to be proven wrong. Ooh, that looks clear already, so I probably want a big bottle. I have some big bottles in here. I like big bottles, I cannot lie. This one, maybe. It's a fun one. Better double check. This is actually coming through clear. I think it is. Let's try this. Oh yeah, that's super clear. Excellent. All right. That's just a question of how long this shit takes. All right, I'll just leave that and wait, no, I was going to have another batch cocktail. That's inflating whiskey. That's the old fashioned. That's the old fashioned. All right. Oh, barrel aged old fashioned, very black. Dark as my soul. Your ancestors, aka your dad, possess. He left the UK, so it's cold and wet. You'd be disowned for moving back. Fair enough. Going back to the swampy amphibian stage of evolution. Well, that is one way of looking at things. This is much darker than an average old fashioned. That's only a week in the barrel. Made it go very dark. But that's okay. We're not prejudiced. We'll have dark drinks. Ooh, I think I want to make an old, clarified old fashioned. Oh my God. Ooh. That's like molasses, even though there's no molasses in it. To be fair, maybe the swamp beckons you. You do like dark, cold places where you can be left alone. You want to go live in the bogs, on the moors. The moors. You want to live on the moors. It's damp and misty. And you can stay in a stately manner in the middle of nowhere where people can't bother you. And if you're near a village, you can just convince the children in the village that your mansion's haunted, so they leave you alone. You want to be a preserved bog body? Yeah, I think it's because when they get sealed in the peat bog, well, there's no air gets on them, so you don't get the bacteria and you get preserved. And for the other day, old-fashioned is dark from the barrel, the way you like it, the way I like it. It's like molasses, even though there's no molasses. You're turning that into a song? I like it. I love the way you're in a stately manner and you went mummified bog man. Well, you know, you could be the crazy person in the attic of the rundown mansion. Like, so you got to convince all the local kids that it's haunted. That's called an air burial. So the different ways you can be buried: in the earth, in the water, cremated, or left to the air. So if you're left to the open air, that's called an air burial. Particularly well known in, I think, in the Andes, mountain regions where it's not possible to dig graves. The deceased would be chopped up and thrown up to the raptors. Suragan grinder is 35, looks at least 10 years younger. Lots of people do. Lots of people look 10 years older than their age. Yeah, it used to be a job being a hermit. You just live in the bottom of the garden of a rich person's estate and just be all weird and stuff. And that was a job. So as the tune Catch My Disease. Yeah. Old fashions, dark from out. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. It's like molasses, even though there's no molasses. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. Love nothing more than to be paid to hang out in someone's garden being weird for a period of like a decade. Yeah. I could think of worse things, honestly. Oh my God, that's fucking good. Yum. That is really good. Just drinking batch cocktails tonight. I've still got the other batch cocktail as well. Do I want to drink 3 cocktails tonight? Maybe. Maybe only 2. I don't know. They even had their own purpose-built little holes, grottos in the garden. Yeah, that's because they wanted you there because it was interesting and they could bring their friends to explore the grounds and talk to the weird hermit. How's my drink going? It's going. I don't know that it's going to be done before the end of the stream, though. I have to put it in the fridge or something. Because without alcohol, it's got nothing to preserve it. It has to be refrigerated. Drinking Jim Beam. Yeah, well, you know. So Richie, just pay someone to be mental in the garden. Why not? Justin, do I think it's okay so age you look rather than you act right? If you're just looking for hookups, I don't think it matters for shit, honestly. Yes, you're not genuinely weird. You get paid to act weird. Hey, honey, how's it doing? I have not actually watched that many Cronenberg movies. I'd like to rewatch the ones I have seen. Scanners is a Cronenberg movie, isn't it? Is Videodrome Cronenberg? And there's the one about the video game. Disagree. May not care age as the major dispute. Oh, I think what Justin's saying is if you convincingly look a particular age, and it's only for hookups like people you're never going to see again. Existenz. Oh God, is The Fly a Cronenberg film? Okay, that's my favorite Cronenberg film. Existenz in particular, I want to rewatch. Just doing okay. Sleeping odd hours. Need another coffee. I've not seen Crash or Naked Lunch, actually. Holy shit, is Eastern Promises a Cronenberg film? That movie was great. Really fucking weird and trippy. About Eastern European gangsters. Viggo Mortensen, an outsider who gets accepted into the Russian mob. People get a bit weird with age, and as you look, well, I don't. Again, it's a psychological thing. Oh, that's okay, Hannah. Adults can disagree, but the whole point is, if it's a one-night hookup, you're never actually going to know their actual age. Well, but you've answered your own question, Hannah, in that some people fixate on the age. I think it's an exceptionally bad idea in any situation where you think you might be seeing the person again. Wait, is it Dead Zone a Cronenberg film? Yeah, he's a Trump-like president, except he faces repercussions for being an asshole. Agree to disagree, Hannah, because it's just why is the age important would be a counterpoint. When people are told an age, it influences how they see and think about someone. Yeah. I have seen more Cronenberg films than I think, but I would definitely, like, not even close, I will go with The Fly as my favorite Cronenberg film. Fucking love that movie. It's very good. I feel like that's the one, like Jeff Goldblum had been around for a while, but I feel like that's the movie that pushed him into being a big star. Having said that, now I want to look up his IMDb. See what he was in. Jeff Goldblum. Let's go to his IMDb. See what he got famous in. He said he was in a non-speaking role in the original Death Wish movie. Okay, scrolling right back through Jeff Goldblum's career. 90s, 80s, 70s. Ah, yeah, he's Freak 1 in Death Wish in 1974. Yep, bunch of movies and TV shows I've never heard of. He's just grinding away. He's in Invasion of the Body Snatchers in 78. Wow, he was actually a major role in a TV movie in 1980. He was Ichabod Crane in The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. But he's still grinding away. The Big Chill, that was his first big role. No, it was a supporting role. That was one of the first times he's really noticed in 83. Okay. Then he's still grinding away doing TV. He's a supporting character in Buckaroo Banzai, but that didn't make him a big star. He's in Silverado in 85. Oh, I think he was one of the leads in a comedy called Transylvania 65000 in 85. I just remember that from home video days. But he's still grinding. And there we go, 86. The Fly. Yeah, no, I stand behind The Fly is what made him a star. He was starting to get more roles, but I think The Fly is the first big movie where he's the lead. Then in 88, Earth Girls Are Easy, which was a cult thing. The Tall Guy, a British film in 89 that I think he was hilarious in. Whole bunch of stuff that didn't really cut through. He was himself in The Player. And then his next big one was 93, Jurassic Park. And then Independence Day in 96 was a big one for him. So he's making a big one every couple of years. Lost World sequels, Jurassic Park, I mean. Then he's doing a lot of TV stuff again. Yeah, it's like he didn't really but he was just always there. Occasionally in movies, doing a lot of TV. And he's not a huge star, but he's just always there. 24 episodes of Law and Order Criminal Intent. Yeah. Yep. So I guess you could argue he's never been a really huge star, but he's just always been there. Yeah. Jim Carrey's in Earth Girls Are Easy. There you go. Gina Davis, Jim Carrey, Jeff Goldblum, Damon Wayans. Question: if friends with benefits going dirty, how they were the week are really friends? Oh God, you're getting into murky territory there, Justin. You're in a situationship. Nice. Parents getting NBN back. Well, that's good. Goldblum was in Holy Man. That's not a good movie. Okay, how's my filtering going? Well, it's getting there. Oh, I think I'm going to top it up. is a little bit filtered. This is very goopy. All right. I'm going to leave an interesting goop behind. All right. I'm going to save that up. I had actually been taking that clarified coffee drink into work to share with co-workers. It's a weird thing. Yeah, well, you're right. Both parties have to agree it's a relationship. If only one half thinks it is, that's oof. What do I like to eat when drunk? It kind of depends what they have. I'm mad for burgers, I have to admit. Someone in your request line asked for Deal or No Deal Island. Okay. Something your best mate met him, said he could tell instantly we have something for each other. Yeah, but it's if you're not open and on the same wavelength, that is a recipe for some emotional heartache. Yeah, kinda. I mean, but also, like if I go to the Gin Palace, they love doing their cheese platter. You like ice cream and pies when drunk. That's a fun combo. I feel like, yeah, it's a cliche. Everyone loving greasy food drunk, Kebabs, halal snack pack, burgers, chips. The tiki bar luau does good snack foods. Oh, there's a place I want to go back to that I thought had closed down. I went there ages ago and haven't been there in years. And they did one of the best toasted sandwiches I've ever had. This is like 1 or 2 a.m. And now I'm trying to remember its names. The commedia character Arlequin. That's my classical education that made me remember it. Okay. Arlequin. Melbourne. See. Yeah, they got a website. Are they still open? Wednesday to Saturday, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. Walk-ins only. What's on their Instagram? It's an Arlecchino picture. Ooh, it looks like they still do food. Okay, I want to go to Arlequin one night and do food. Maybe for my birthday. Hello, Mr. Ice. Hedgehogs are fine. South Yarra train station. Amazing egg and bacon cheese toasties. That sounds like a good morning commute thing. Is there actually a South Yarra train station? Is that on the fucking Frankston line? Is it? Yeah, okay. You like adding ice cream to pies when you're drunk? Oh, well, apple pie, yeah. I thought you meant meat pie. You like Miles Prowler. I'm not sure. That sounds like a porn star name. I mean, it sounds like a good porn star name, quite honestly. If the two of you end up dating, be the funniest love story area. Started 6 years ago with a chance encounter on Grindr, Waiting news channel. Oh, you never know. Well, everyone likes a bit of porn now and then, don't they? Had you second guessing yourself? It's been a while since you took the train in Melbourne. Yeah, I know that there is a South Yarra station. I think I go through it every morning. It's the Tails character in Sonic. Definitely sounds like a porn star name, though. Miles Prowler's like the sexy neighbor who comes around and the, housewife is. There's that weird porn subgenre where someone's stuck and their bum's in there. It's very weird. Well, Pran might be on more than one line. I think it's on the Frankston line, though. Although I'm not sure at all. Talking is good, definitely. Yes, stuck in the washing machine or stuck under the... Porn is weird. I'm just going to throw it out there. All right, I think I should drink a mineral. Ooh, I think there's only one can left in here. Dang. Going to have to get some more. Miles Prowler is the fluffer. No, I think he plays the neighbor. Comes in. For anyone who doesn't know, okay, the fluffer is an archaic porn movie term. Is someone who had to keep the male stars erect by giving them stimulation between takes and before takes. I don't think they use fluffers anymore. I think they use boner pills. It's like fluffers got put out of work by boner pills. You do need to be able to talk to someone to have something long-term, I think. Okay, Pran's the Sandringham line. You think Windsor's better for exploring Channel? It is, actually, yes. Windsor Station's right in there. Yeah, fluffers is a 70s, 80s thing. 90s even. Boner pills didn't really. It's just like modern day. All right, I guess I'll go to the supermarket tomorrow and see if anyone's got the mineral water on special. See if I can get some half price mineral water. Got to go to the work. Okay. Enjoy. I just know when you say shithole, you mean work. Oh dear. Let's go. Oh yeah, no, it was real obvious Trump was going to crash the world economy. Oh yeah, it's definitely faster than I thought he would do it because he just goes really extreme with a strategy that any rational person goes, that's going to crash the world economy. Global recession, here we come. Yes, and China and America seem to be doing a cascade of retaliatory things, but it's America that's going to get hurt. Didn't want to go to the op shop, wanted to go to Kiama. You get fudge and chocolate. Nice. That's a good reason to go anywhere. Actually, we went through dating website. Which one was it? Well, that was actual dating websites, not hookup sites or hookup apps. I forget now. God, do you actually remember me telling this story, Safa? RSVP. Yeah, no. We met at a cafe and talked, and that went reasonably well. I didn't completely fuck it up. And then we went for a movie, and then we went for dinner, and and it just worked. Now, it wasn't actually OK Cupid or Plenty of Fish. Safa got it right, actually. I'm sure I've said it multiple times that it was RSVP. I went on a couple of not disastrous but unsuccessful dates, and then with Mrs. Angry, and it just worked. I think it was like by about the third date I was thinking, and because I'd been seeing multiple people, and so another woman who I had been on a date with, and it went well, and we were going to do another one. I just messaged her and said, I've actually been on several dates with someone, and it looks like it's working, so I don't want to complicate things by dating multiple people. And she said, I think she was just actually quite happy that I was open and honest and just said, I don't want to date multiple people. So I'm trying to think, but various people who I've been out with, like, okay, uni's just a continual sort of party, meeting people. Very easy to meet someone at uni. Post uni, it was always through friends. I always met someone through friends. Slightly different circumstances, but it was always through friends. And then I started. Actually, no. The mother of my offspring, I met on IRC, internet chat. I wasn't trying to date, but it ended up happening. And then after that breakup, it was all internet dating. Yes, we're different star signs. Also, my personal opinion is that is meaningless bullshit. You went on a disaster date. She was too cute but picky with her dinner. Yeah, it's like personality traits that don't work with you. Yeah. Think your aunt was having a 12-hour conversation with partner on the phone. Damn, that's a long one. Oh, no. I didn't start uploading to YouTube until after I'd been with Mrs. Angry for about a year. And she's always been very supportive of me having a creative outlet. She believes in the value of creative outlets. Don't like any voodoo. Horoscopes are patently bullshit. W have a short-term polyamorous relationship with coffee. At various stations of my life making jokes like, yes, I'm bisexual. I'll jack off with my right hand or my left hand. With Sophie, you dated her best friend. Couldn't take how much she talked about herself. She's an audio book. Well, there you go. Yeah, it worked out. I'm just keeping track of my filtering thing here. Ideally, it'll be done by the end of the stream, but I don't know. But it's going well. It's going well. Man, it's so funny. The Kurds element of this is so sludgy. And the idea that it can go from sludge to this, well, urine sample, but it's a very clear urine sample. Clear yellow. The process always fascinates me. You'll be back. Oh, get your Uber Eats, yes. That's your last date you enjoyed brought home from the supermarket. Nice. I get the joke, but still, bringing some dates home, that's good. Well, If that's a urine sample, what's going on? Yeah, they need to hydrate a bit more. It is quite a dark yellow. I think they're not necessarily dehydrated, but they should drink more water. Yeah, this one I don't think is well hydrated. It's a bit too yellow. So if I was their doctor, I'd be advising them to drink more water. Never been on a date. Hookups, one result of long term. Yeah, you never know. Well, hookup's a date. Well, okay, I guess if the intention is not to see the person again, it's not a date. I guess by most people's definition, a date is where there's an intention that there's at least a possibility of seeing them again. Well, that's why I try to drink mineral water, because if you're dehydrated, you feel worse after drinking. And like I said, I don't really get what people describe as a hangover. The worst I feel is a little bit off for most of the day, which is obviously a result of the drinking, is obviously an indicator from your body that you shouldn't have done that. I think I might have hit the mark fairly well last Friday night. Like, I had a few drinks. I was sloshed. I was Tim Smithed, but I wasn't assholed. It's like 5 or 6 cocktails over 5 hours, and I was 100% fine on the Saturday, like not put out at all. Oh, well, so for my number one is I literally out in the kitchen, I've got all the flavors. So I can mix it up if I want. All the flavors are out there. But yes, I've done all the comparisons, and my favorite's definitely the lemon lime. I mean, I was excited to find there was a new flavor of the sugar-free Monster Energy this week, but it was only slightly different to other ones, red and pink ones. But it's still like, ooh, different flavor, different color. And I did imbibe it. But yes, most days I don't drink energy drinks. Drink Pepsi, which has the caffeine. They do love bringing out the new flavors, like just and particularly in the sugar-free ones. In fact, I think they're all sugar-free, all the wacky flavors. There's like 10 now. Reason you get so well with your friend with benefits. Grew up with a cousin with autism. Oh, there you go. Strudel, that's very fancy. I like that. See, now I want to look up Monster Energy for how many flavors there are. Energy drink. Oh wait, do Amazon sell it? Can I get it in bulk cheap from Amazon? 24 for 57.60. That's interesting. That's okay. Look, just so you can see what I'm looking at. The different prices are interesting. 24 of the Zero Ultra, which I really like, 57. But 24 of the Ultra Rosa, which I don't like as much, 79. So original, the mango is not sugar-free. I haven't seen Ultra Paradise for a while. And that's even more expensive. The purple one I've seen, Ultra Violet. Fantasy Ruby Red. That's the one I had today that I'd never had before. Peachy Keen I've had. Strawberry Dreams I've had. Pipeline Punch, which is not sugar-free and I haven't seen for a while. Ultra Fiesta, which is sugar-free, which is not my favorite. Gold is sugar-free. Papillon I haven't seen for a while. It's not sugar-free. And then Mother. Monster Energy. Pacific Punch. See that Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red's the new one that I saw today for the first time. Ultra Zero Sugar Ultra Watermelon. I don't remember seeing that ever. Lewis Hamilton Zero Sugar. VR46, aka the Doctor. Okay, these are things I don't think you can get in Australia. Rehab lemonade flavored tea. Okay. Okay, that's. I think I should just like look at Woolworths because then I know. If we go to Woolworths and switch Monster Energy. Okay. Okay, sorry, I was on the whole thing. It is a very bad idea to drink energy drinks at night. So these are flavors that are definitely available. Okay, so how many are there? There's Ultra 1, Strawberry 2, Mango 3, Peachy Keen 4, Original 5, Violet 6, Rosa 7, Pipeline Punch 8, Fiesta Mango 9, Gold 10. Saying Papillon is still around, which is 11. And there's 2 that Woolies don't have. So there's theoretically 13 flavors of Monster you can easily get in Australia. And like 9 of them are sugar-free, the Ultras. Ugh. Just throwing it out there, I fucking hate that shit about who beat who in the debate, but yeah. Ray's at the gym. Want to people say hi? Nice to see you, man. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi. The purple ones taste like purple. I mean, they're fine. They're just a weird art. They're all just a weird artificial flavor. No, the purple one's not a bubblegum flavor. But again, you know, the flavors are basically whatever you want them to be. They're just weird artificial flavors. They basically taste like lollies to me, even though they're sugar-free, the artificial sweetener. Yeah, it is. It's all basically the snozzberries taste like snozzberries. It's it's just some weird artificial flavor. Oh, yeah, but we can all trust Dutton. He said he's not going to attack the public service or force people to work from home. We can trust him. Force people to not work from home, I should say. We can trust him. And the fuckheads in, Labor's doing a scare campaign. Like, you motherfuckers are the devil. So Labor should be going really hard on scare campaigns. Oh, yeah, Abbott did exactly what was expected with the ABC. And yeah, he literally directly lied about that. Yeah, that's a good summary, Celtic. The Monster flavors taste like liquid lollipops. Actually, I'm with you 100% on that. They're just weird artificial flavors. They don't really taste like anything except artificial sweetener. See, the problem is, to an extent, lying is a matter of perspective. You came across Spud in 2000. He was like a shell filled with a dartboard. He is an empty monster of a person. Yes, and Turnbull was absolutely right to call Dutton a thug, because Dutton is a fucking thug. Yes, from a certain point of view. There are some things that are blatantly untrue, but there are a whole spectrum of things that are points of view. And if your point of view is different to another person's point of view, you might declare that they're lying while they declare they're telling the truth. And you can both put a compelling case to that. But yes, and we have, of course, reached a stage, particularly with conservative populists around the world, where they just blatantly lie. They tell blatant untruths, not to get people to believe the untruths, but just to draw battle lines, essentially. It's like, if you back me when I say this patently ridiculous, stupid thing, then you're on the inside. If you point out that I'm lying when I say this patently ridiculous, stupid thing, you are the enemy. You got to vote below the line. And look, honestly, unless the Senate paper is stupid. But I have always enjoyed voting below the line. No, I've never called a politician a lying cunt to their face. There are a whole bunch of politicians who deserve that. Jim Chalmers versus Angus Taylor should be interesting. You know, at a random point, Jim Chalmers should just reply to Angus, say, "Good job, Angus." Whatever. He's one of the ones who meant to reply to one of his own social media posts with one of his sock puppet accounts, but he didn't change accounts. And with his own main account, he answered his own tweet like, "Great job, Angus. Good stuff." Something like that. If I was Chalmers, I would just randomly throw that in just to put him off, because it would be funny. Refused to shake hands with two politicians. Mark Latham, Philip. Oh, yeah. Okay. For different reasons. Ruddock definitely wants to. Latham's a weirdo that you don't want to shake hands with. Vote below the line, reverse. Oh, yes. That's the easiest way to do it. Do it in reverse order. There's a lot of people in public life, almost always white men, who fail upwards. Right, now we're going. Ooh, we're like a third full. Not that. Oh, between a third and half full. This is going well. Oh, good job. Good job, Angus. It's funny because this process leaves behind a weird sludge, which can taste quite good, and technically is a sort of cheese, kind of like paneer, the Indian cheese, or you could use it to make a dip, actually. God, I'm fucking with things there. Okay. Is it? What do we need to be a catchphrase? Good job, Angus. No, Morrison should be forgotten. Okay, let's look it up. See if we can get it. Good. No, my typing is very bad. Good job, Angus. People are trolling Angus Taylor. Here we go. 2019. Okay, this is what we have to remember. I'll share it. Fantastic, great move, well done, Angus. And then a million people wrote it. He meant to go to his sock puppet account, and he didn't. So that's the catchphrase. I agree with you. When someone says something really stupid, just go, fantastic, great move, well done, Angus. Ooh, that's a wicked good idea, Safa. The well done Angus cocktail. They had to change the voting system because the Senate ballot got stupid. W. Howard went to shake your first child's hand when she was 4. She squirmed and twisted her body away from him. Nice. I always remember some pictures, and I don't know the context. She was this thing, but there was this little black girl who'd been photographed with both Obama and Trump. And when she's with Obama, she's so excited and she's hugging him. I don't know the context of why she was with 2 presidents, but then there's one with Trump and she looks horrified and mortified. Lemonhead, hello. Feel like we haven't seen you for ages. You pretend the cocktail's invented by someone else, but you designed it. Oh, yes. No, I'd have to develop my own cocktail and say it was made by someone called Angus and just go, oh, great job, Angus. Well done. Fantastic. Great move. Well done, Angus. Oh. The Queen with Trump was pretty funny. That's true. You know what? I'm just going to do a search. Images. No, that. Oh, what the hell is that? No, it just keeps showing Obama's family. I wish I could remember the context of it. Because for some reason, it was the whole thing with little kids meeting the president. For some reason, this same little girl met Obama and met Trump. And she was so excited and happy to meet Obama. And she was horrified to meet Trump. And it was like other little girls were dressed up as like Batgirl or Wonder Woman and looked like they wanted to kick Trump's ass, quite honestly. Oh, yes. Earthline just put on Discord a more recent one just in the last week or so. Andrew G. MP did the same thing, meant to put a positive comment under his own post with a sock puppet and forgot to change and put it with his own main one. It's like, damn. The The Angus Taylor one's kind of funnier because it's a bit more succinct. But yes, Andrew G did it like just in the last week or so. AEC had to use 6-point font, give out magnifiers. Yeah, Senate stuff just gets fucking weird. But, you know, it's the way it goes. But yes, a fantastic, great move. Well done, Angus cocktail. Pretending someone else made the cocktail, and then I say, fantastic, great job, well done, Angus. This is the best cocktail I've ever tasted. Oh, dear. An Angus cocktail, I feel like it would be weak and bitter. Oh, dear. It's a funny old world. Oh, Pat's put a wrestling thing about his mate. Ah, yes, Pat's mate Josh. Has to be, yes, it would have to be blue for the Liberal Party. Nice call, Safa. The fantastic, great move. Well done, Angus cocktail. It would definitely have to be blue. Okay, apart from that, the sky's the limit in what I choose. In the great move Angus cocktail. Yeah, Pat, I did. I just mentioned you put an article about your wrestling mate Josh. Andrew G annoyed your work area. Oh yeah. We don't want to get too precise. Oh, Strictly Sega found the exact picture. It's tiny though. Okay, this is the exact picture, and there's more than one picture of this girl with Obama, but I do want to share it. It's like it's the same little girl meeting Obama is super excited and hugs, and meeting Trump, and she looks horrified. A Michaela Cash cocktail would definitely be sour and bitter. She's Little Miss Flint, is she? Okay. Okay, let me. Little Miss Flint. God, so she's 17 now. See if I can find a bigger one. With Obama and Trump. What am I doing? Just want larger pictures. Is this working? The fuck is this shit? Also, okay, so this is a larger one. I'm gonna share this. Like all smiles with Obama. Not only did she look extremely worried with Trump, who the fuck is that Goomba in the background? That's what I want to know. Oof, I'm trying to. All right, I'm just really trying to. Jesus Christ. Oh, what the utter fuck? Fucking websites that make pop-ups happen, and they wonder why we use ad blockers. Oh, anyway, okay, fuck it. You get the general idea. Fuck it. Oh, yeah, of course I get the shirts targeted to me. A Scotty cocktail, pineapple, bird's eye chili mangoes. Something to make you shit yourself at McDonald's? You'd like to see my vote compass. Who knows? Oh, I have seen little bits of Love on the Spectrum, yes. And it was kind of... Oh, yes, yeah, I know the whole get Facebook to stop tracking you, yeah. I did hear that about bringing back a dire wolf, which sounds dire, quite honestly. All right, you want me to do Vote Compass? All right, let's see if I can get Vote Compass to come up. Vote Compass 2025. ABC Vote Compass is back for the 2025 election. Wait, I thought that was on the ABC. Why the fuck is it on? Oh, fuck it. MSN's hijacked it? No. Fuck that. I thought, why are there ads? ABC Vote Compass. Okay. Fucking Microsoft. What a bunch of cunts. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do the Vote Compass thing. I'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Okay. How are we doing? Let's do this. Get started. Goldstein. There should be fewer tax breaks on investment properties. Strongly agree. How much should out-of-work Australians receive in unemployment benefits? Much more. Limit on how much landlords? Strongly agree. Much more. Employers should have the right to refuse work calls. Oh, strongly agree. Political parties should commit to running at least Somewhat agree. Australian government should fund a childcare program for everyone. Somewhat agree. Much less. Boats carrying asylum, strongly disagree. Australian government should help university graduates pay off their student loans. Somewhat agree. Australian government should pay full cost family doctor visits. Strongly agree. Australia should always fly Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander flags alongside the Australian flag. Strongly agree. How much funding should non-government schools receive from the Australian government? Much less. Australia should build nuclear power plants to generate electricity. Strongly disagree. Neutral about China. How accessible should abortion be? Much more. How much should Australia do to... I want to get this right because they changed the phrasing. How much should Australia do to reduce its carbon emissions? Much more. Australia should call for immediate recognition of a Palestinian state. Strongly agree. Australia should cut its ties with the monarchy. Strongly agree. Asylum seekers arrived by boat should be held in offshore. Oh, no. Prison camps. Strongly disagree. Australia Day, I disagree. Cannabis should be legalized. I agree. Australia should set up a Truth and Justice Commission to look into how governments treat. Yes. How much of a role should private sector play in healthcare? Much less. Transgender women should advocate in women supporting these. Yes, I agree. How much should the Australian government spend to subsidise the cost of electricity for consumers? More. How much tax should large corporations pay? Much more. How much power should trade unions have in the workplace? More. How many immigrants should Australia admit? About the same. Government should ban expansion of coal mining. Yes, strongly agree. Finding it difficult to cope financially on current income neutral. Manufacturing determining number one vote for the House of Reps. Policies, independence, character of political candidate. Policies. About the same for close to the United States. Not at all competent. Kind of halfway competent. Kind of halfway competent. Not at all competent. Not at all trustworthy. About halfway trustworthy. About halfway trustworthy. Not at all trustworthy. The Australian federal election for lower house held today, which of the following would you vote as your first preference? Honestly, I'm going to be honest. My number one thing is keeping the coalition out. I would probably vote Labor. Last Australian election for the lower house. Yep, Labor. Federal election for the upper house. I mean, look, okay, I honestly might go Greens in the upper house. But I think I did go Labor last time. What's my sex? Man. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. We don't need to know this. I'm going to put some stuff in. Yes, yes. Neither. I'm going to say I'm Irish. People in the household. No one under 15. That one, I think. Where would you place it? Where 0 is left and 10 is right? 0. Have I done any of the following? Unpaid work, belong to a union, chose a product for ethical reasons. Ooh, fun question. What issue is most important? That is slightly difficult to come down on. One question. Honestly, I'm going to go climate change. Would you be willing to allow Makers Vote Compass to contact you? No. Next. Loading results, and I'll show you the results. Okay. I will show you the results of my Vote Compass. So this is me where I sit. I agree with 89% of the Greens, 58% of Labor, 30% of the LNP, 14% of Pauline Hanson. Zoe Daniel. Oh, okay. The Teals declined to participate. Okay. All right. So that's where I sit. They're saying the Greens are more progressive than me. But I agree with 89% of them. I mean, that's, yeah, the whole thing with alignment with those parties, that's pretty much exactly what I would expect. Yes, I definitely think dentistry should be on Medicare. Absolutely. There we go. So that's me on Vote Compass. You Canadian Vote Compass for lols. Ah. Yes, I saw your Josh wrestling story, Pat. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh. So yes, the to repeat, the Vote Compass gave basically exactly what I would expect. It's the way it goes. Oh, goodness me. It's interesting to me that it says the Teals chose not to submit their policies or whatever for Vote Compass. I wonder what that's about. Some Teals are getting climate 200 money. No, I don't have any cocktail heartburn. Looks like you lean left, but not as bad. Again, kind of arbitrary. Well, it is just about bedtime. I got the yawns. I got oh my God, I got the Liberal Party pamphlet in the letterbox today about all the deals. Don't trust them. They vote with the Greens. And it's just like, they're missing the point so badly. And it's like, you fucking lunatics. Do you know why the Teals are taking seats away from you? Because you're just out here being are fucking insane. Oh, I gotta sleep well. Oh, I hope so. Literally all the LNP would have to do to basically disable the teals is to stop being climate change deniers and stop trying to derail the adoption of renewable energy and stop promoting coal and gas. In other words, stop being fucking insane. Oh my God. No, I don't have a no junk mail thing on my mailbox because I want people to put junk mail in my mailbox. I want to see it. First Liberal Party's hard here. I mean, I do occasionally do that with people who put reply paid things in there. It'll be like, yep, I'm going to cost you some money, motherfucker. Fuck you. If you're a PM, you would make junk mail illegal. Well, then you'd get into big arguments about what qualified as junk mail. You've had people put no junk mail list, call them not to do. Yeah, well, you can, if you really want to, you can get them prosecuted. You can straight up, I will take this the whole way and get you prosecuted for not listening when I said no junk mail. You know the answer of official mail versus junk mail. For working for Ospost, yeah, Ospost do actually have a definition. You're right, EarthW. Yes, that one you had of sending a letter back. They pay for the postage. I hate all the lies told to them. Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous. Like I said, if Albanese wasn't such a fucking wuss, but just go really hard on Dutton. Just go, you can't trust him. He's in the pocket of Gina Reinhardt. In his heart, all he wants to do is fuck over the rights of basic workers. Virtually everything that's progressive about Australia is at risk for him. The public health system, education, workplace rights. It's just like everything's at risk. I didn't see that. Gina's had a falling out with Dutton. I didn't see it. Okay, so that's Ozpost's one. But of course, then you could just pay Australia Post to deliver junk mail. Unsolicited is the key thing. If you didn't ask for someone to send you a letter, well, that's an obnoxious and pointless thing to say. I can't stop yawning. It is sort of uncontrolled things. Yeah, and I get, and it certainly, the paid thing would cut out 99% of junk mail. Absolutely, definitely would cut out most junk mail. See, I can't cut your audio. Oh, you shouldn't even draw my attention to it. Well, yes, okay. Just general advertising is extremely intrusive. Oh yeah, as soon as kind of very early after YouTube Premium got introduced, I got it because the idea of having to sit through ads on YouTube is just too much. Too much. Way too much, man. I can't deal with it. I don't even remember how much YouTube Premium costs. Expensive is a subjective term, so I can't actually answer that for you. Hey, Sir Duke. Yes, no, you got me in the last 5 minutes or so. I'm doing well. I hope things are well with you. Oh, I'll pour a little bit of this liqueur on the ice. So Mrs. Angry has a nice flavour and the orange peel to put in her hot chocolate in the morning. This is what she. Ooh, I gotta top this off, and it didn't finish, so I'll have to stick it in the fridge overnight or something. Ooh, oh my god, it's just all. This filter is just full of sludge now. It looks like I judged it almost perfectly. What does it taste like? Oh, it tastes pretty good. It's not. I think I perfected it so it's not as sweet because I was putting 2 syrups in it before, and that made it too sweet. All right. Looking forward to having a proper taste of that. Then I'll make the talky bit of the video on Thursday night, I think. Is premium $17 a month? There you go. Cheap at twice the price. Do YouTube Premium for similar reasons? The streaming music was an unexpected bonus. I wasn't planning that. Cedric, you're taking a break from cleaning your flat. Mixed vinegar and cleaning spray bottles. White gas came out. Oh no. The spray bottle was empty. Oh, damn. Okay. Hey, Mikulich, hello. A few visitors coming in for the last 5 minutes. So we had Spotify account. See, I've never had Spotify. Flow's good. Doha's very quiet. Managed to find a live without getting harassed. That's nice. Playing vids with the phone screen dark. Yeah. Oh my god, the YouTube music was such an unexpected bonus. Like I literally got it just to not get ads on YouTube. And then it's like, oh, you get the music thing. And it's kind of funny because I have Prime for the video. My youngins like it. They use my Prime account to buy stuff off Amazon. It's extremely rare for me to buy stuff off Amazon. I wanted the video thing. And they keep sending me stuff. You're not taking full advantage of your Prime account. You have Prime music as well. Why don't you go? And it's just like, it'd be free for this. And then, but it's like ads. And it's like, I don't want fucking ads between my music, you fucks. And I've already got one where I don't get ads. Cedric, you did a dive into WW1 chemical production. It's probably okay. Okay, I feel like now I want to tell a story from the Blind Boy podcast. This is from years ago. He was telling this story of, like, in his early 20s, he was in a shared house, and he was spending most of the time in his room, and also like it's like in the middle of the night. It's in Ireland. It's in winter. It's really cold. Not wanting to get out of bed to take a piss. So he had like, a big milk, plastic 2-liter milk thing next to his bed that he would piss in during the night so he didn't have to get out of bed. And then in the morning, he would tip it out the window or whatever, tip the piss out the window and keep going. And he'd been using the bottle for a long time, and he realized there was like a sort of crust on the inside, And he thought, but he developed a weird attachment to the bottle. So rather than he didn't want to throw it out, which in hindsight he realized was a sign that he might have been having some mental health challenges at the time, because he developed an attachment to this piss bottle. And so he thought he would just clean the bottle, and he poured bleach into it, like household bleach. And what this crust was from urine was essentially ammonia. And if you combine ammonia and bleach, you get something that's very similar to the mustard gas that was used in World War One. Like, it creates an extremely dangerous, toxic gas. And he just suddenly realized, this is bad. So he's thrown the bottle out his window. So because of his weird mental state, he's almost killed himself by combining ammonia and bleach. Yeah. FW did that with the juice bottle driving. Forgot it was in your car. Someone drove past, found it. Oh, yeah, up to the car. Yeah, well, like I said, at least you didn't. It wasn't a long-term thing where you had it was chlorine gas. It could have killed him. The ammonia and bleach could have killed him. So, yes, bizarre little story. I think I hear Mrs. Angry going to bed. Oh, no. The person who took a swig out of they took it when they hopped out of the car. I think they're just going to take a swig of it at some point. Oof. No. No. What am I watching tomorrow? Probably watching a bit of trying to finish season 1 of The Last of Us, but also have not watched the last episode of White Lotus yet. So definitely want to watch that, because I'm desperately trying to avoid spoilers. I don't know if we'll have time. We've got 3 episodes left of The Last of Us, and the last episode of White Lotus is an hour and a half long. We were going to watch it last night. We allowed an hour for it, and then we realized it was an hour and a half, and it was like, shit. So we're going to watch it tomorrow. So I don't know what we do. Oh, you went in early, Megalish, because you were watching it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't say anything. No spoilers. Is White Lotus really that incesty? Mostly incest fantasies. There's a young male character who has incest fantasies. FW finished Good Cop, Bad Cop. Oh, that's right. He was talking about you watching Bullpit. No, the average episode of White Lotus is about an hour. So it's an episode and a half. So I'm going to watch that. By the time it gets to the week, like I said, my recovery on Saturday will be watching episode 2 of Mobland. And, oh God, John Oliver talked about the incesty stuff on last week tonight. Okay. White Lotus is now on Max in Australia. It was on Foxtel or Binge. Now it's on Max. But it will still be on Foxtel and Binge. I got Max just because I've got Foxtel. They put ads at the start of shows. Aha! You'd have to be mad to get Max. I see what you did there. And I like it. I like it. Anyway, okay. I am going to go to bed. And in all probability, we'll be back on Thursday. So if you all are around, I will see you then. But, you know, que sera, sera. We will see what we see. And I hope you all have a good night, good day, whatevs. And I'll be back another time. But bye for now. You are totally